Hey, it's Xennial Gamer, and we are back with another G2 Siege video. So for today's Siege, as you can see, we are not off to the greatest start, and we're going to try and dig ourselves out of a little bit of a hole. We're going to be starting off with this Mehu Wang, Taranys, and Ariel defense. And this, to me, looks like a pretty prime candidate to go with our Baleygr, Katarina, and whatever his name is. There's a slight risk that the Ariel will go with his skill 1 and strip my Baleygr, but it really should not matter unless he randomly strips the attack buff off Baleygr. So this should be a relatively quick fight to take that base 6 and get the siege started. So we start off by boosting our Katarina, of course. There's the attack from Ariel, but as we said, he stripped the crit buff, not the attack. And my Baleygr has 82 crit rate, so it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. We did take out the Ariel to start, and we'll go ahead with the Baleygr stacks here now. I didn't expect that Taranys to cut. That's not good. That, as a matter of fact, is very bad. It looks like we have started out with a loss. That was not the outcome that we expected. Alright, we'll be back and try this comp again. Okay, we're back against this same comp. Last time I did not expect the Taranys to be that slow. My Katarina is only around 170 speed, so normally in that comp Taranys would have acted before Katarina and I could have killed it twice, once with Kat and once with Baleygr. So he cut in the middle, and I was a little careless. So we're back this time. We're going to use the Ganymede to control the Taranys. We're using Anavel for defense break and a little bit of healing, and we're using Theomars for the attribute advantage. And we're actually going to use the Anavel lead on crit rate to boost her own crit rate. These are my Anavel stats, so the 38% crit rate will help quite a bit there. So we'll start off by resetting the Taranys. I guess I'll go ahead and heal my Ganymede right there, since Theo's going to get his own defense break with the triple crush. Or not. Since Theo could have gotten a defense break with the triple crush. We'll go ahead and reset Anavel and bring our healing back. We are not off to the greatest start here, but okay. Let's get some glancing. Or not. Okay, apparently it's a max resist, Mehu Wang, but at least we did get the defense break on him now. Right before the multi-procs there. Let's go ahead and reset this Taranys one more time. I don't want him going on some violent proc thing and getting back. And hopefully we can get this Mehu Wang finished here. We'll take our own proc to finish him off. So as long as we maintain control of that Taranys, we should be good now. He is highly skilled at procking. I'm noticing this. That's why he was built so slow. They figured, who needs more than 150 speed if you're going to proc 6 times each time? I think that's the that's the way this particular Taranys works. But fortunately, we did land another defense break. So in this case, I'm going to use the Mega Smash because it actually hits harder than the Triple Crush, and we are already defense broken. We're going to go ahead and reset the Ariel because I'll clear off Taranys' attack bar and kill him. And this prevents the Ariel from doing anything. I don't think I actually need to heal up yet because Taranys will be dead and he's the real damage dealer. So we'll go ahead and just work on this Ariel a little bit. Now we'll work on the Taranys. We'll go ahead and finish the Taranys and move on to the next fight. Okay, so we're going to move on to this yellow 7 base, and we're going to start off with this Jeanne, Chandra, Perna, which we should be able to just copper. So we'll start off just by... Oops. We'll start off by not paying attention to what we're doing and boosting Imesety. Okay, we'll start off by bulldozering the Jeanne, and then we're going to copper the Chandra, and then that hug that he put on the Perna doesn't matter anyway. And this might actually kill him even before we get to skill 3. So, on to the next fight. Okay, so we're moving on to this Khmun, Eladriel, Theomars defense, and to counter this, I'm going to use my Mimirr, Loren, and Woosa. And so Loren's at 265. I just changed these runes on FRR, and Woosa's also at 265. So with the speed lead, my Woosa still acts first. We actually would have preferred for Loren to act first, so she would have gotten the extra turn of immunity. But we're not going to give up the speed lead for that. And actually, with my speed tower, Woosa would have acted first either way. So the reason I'm using this particular comp is because I've already used Ganymede, and I'm going to have to keep control of the Eladriel or kill it quickly, so that it doesn't go crazy with the Resurrects. And the immunity from Woosa will make the Theomars Triple Crush pretty useless. Get a little extra healing from Woosa as well. So we will start off by actually slowing down that Theo because we don't want to get hit by it. A sleep would be nice, but that was not really expected. We're going to let that Eladriel take its turn because it can't really do anything other than heal at the moment, and now we're going to slow it down. We'll go ahead and zero out the attack bar of the Theo. We missed the stun, but that's okay. We're going to pop the Endure, and now we're going to see if we can strip the Endure and kill. And we did manage to get the kill, so I'll just use the skill 1 right here, and then I'll go ahead and brand the Eladriel. You know the Eladriel is going to resurrect the Theo, but that's okay because Endure is already popped, and now the Eladriel itself is almost dead. So we will finish the Eladriel, but before we do, we'll slow that Theo down just so that I don't take any hits from the Theo. But Eladriel is our primary focus right here. I'm not hitting with the Woosa because of attribute disadvantage. But I will try to finish it with the Mimirr and Loren. Now we'll hit with the Woosa since we have a defense break on. I don't need a heal, so we'll just go skill 1. And this will finish the Eladriel completely. Well, yeah, he's dead because of the DOTs, so I can start working on the Theomars now. I'll slow that Khmun down as well since I got the nice proc. We'll go ahead and pop the Theo one more time. So if we look at the attack bars right here, I can actually use my skill 2 on Khmun, and then I'm going to lap the Theo because it has a little less attack bar and speed, and my skill 2 on Mimirr boosts my attack bar by 50%. So we're going to go skill 2 Khmun, and then we would have, had Loren not killed the Theo, the Mimirr would have actually gotten back and been able to kill the Theo anyway. So it was kind of a win-win. Since Eladriel's about to die, I don't need the immunity anymore, so we'll just work on that Khmun. We'll strip the shield here, and that should be GG. On to the next fight. Okay, so next we're going to be working on this Khmun Theomars Chasun, and I'm going to go with Odin, Amelia, Bastet, which is one of my most reliable comps. And what we're going to do is kill the Chasun first, because if I were to kill the Theo with my Odin, I lose all my stacks when I pop Endure, and then Chasun is just going to refill his health back to full. So by killing the Chasun first, we're going to take the hit from the Theo, which isn't a big deal because we have Will up. We'll go ahead and defense break, and then hopefully my 3 stacks on a defense break will be enough to pop Endure. And this way not quite. But this way I did preserve my stacks on Odin. And so now I can pop the Endure here. And it's a 50-50 shot for a glancing hit against Khmun, but I do have 100 crit rate, so if I don't glance, I'll kill the Khmun. And I got it. Even if I had missed it, it wouldn't have really mattered because we've already popped the Endure and we have the immunity from our Amelia. So that is GG, and we'll move on to the next fight. Okay, for this next fight, we're looking at this Rakan, Ritesh, and Josephine. So of course Josephine has this skill 3 that whenever an enemy is stunned, she's going to take a turn and create a shield and cleanse herself. So she's often used to counter Seara. But in Guild War like this, all I have to do is stack 2 bombs on the Josephine before I detonate, and it'll take the Josephine out completely. In the meantime, my Seara is very tanky, and she's going to be able to tank that Rakan for me. And I'm going to be using Fran for some healing. Daphnis is going to be used to strip and kill. I'm hoping that the Ritesh has will, so I can actually strip kill the Ritesh, and then I'll bomb it first. If the Ritesh does not have will, then I'll go ahead and strip kill the Rakan first. But because I've got the ability to tank Rakan with Seara, my preference would be to kill the Ritesh first. And then we're going to hope that Schism wins, and we don't need to use this comp after all. So go Schism! Okay, so moving on to the next fight, we've got this Velajul, Beleynus, and Chow. And so we're going to bring Fran, Mina, and Perna. Now this team is not perfectly speed-tuned, unfortunately. My Mina is going to be at 263 and my Fran is at 251. So Fran will act before Perna, of course. The advantage that I have here, however, is that Mina's going to get her first hit off, certainly before the Baleyness goes, and then I'm going to get 2 turns of immunity on Mina. So although my Mina's initial hit won't be as strong as it could be with the attack buff from Fran, the immunity is going to last longer. The purpose Perna serves here is because Chow is the only real damage dealer on the enemy team, and so the Chow is going to be going at my Perna, who should be able to take 4 or 5 hits, even before you factor in Fran's healing, and keep that Chow occupied. Velajul will probably hit my Fran. He could stack onto the Perna if my Perna's health is low. Either way, I should be fine. And then the Baleyness is the real true threat over here, so we're going to try and take this Baleyness out as quickly as we can. And once the Baleyness is out, we're actually not that worried about the rest of the comp. And so as predicted, Baleyness went after Fran, the Chow went after Perna, and I'm actually going to kill that Baleyness with Fran. So I'm going to start on the Velajul here. Since I've got the attack up, there's no point in wasting 15 to 18,000 damage on the Baleyness, which is 1 hit away from death. So we'll go ahead and do it like that. There's the Chow proc. That's why we wanted Perna, so that he'd be able to take those extra hits. Velajul should be gone now, and it's really just, even if the Chow goes proc crazy at this point, the Mina would be able to kill out the Chow before we had to worry about it. Wild, and this should wrap it up, so we'll move on to the next fight. Okay, so next up is this Fen Yang Leica Ariel comp, and we're going to go with Seara, Delphoy, and Kali. So the purpose of this comp, Kali is going to do an attack buff. Seara is there to do a combination of tanking and her bombs, and Delphoy is to protect me against any defense breaks, cleanse and provide immunity, some extra healing, and then we're going to use her skill reset on Ariel so that the fight doesn't drag on forever. So we will go ahead and start off by actually bombing the Leica, because he is the largest damage dealer, so I'm really just looking to stun Leica at this point. I'm going to use my Kali's Tectonic Shift to take out the Fen Yang after she's self-attack buffed, so I'm a little bit less worried about that. And we're going to go ahead and start off by resetting this Ariel. Had Fen Yang attacked my Seara, I would have just used Delphoy's skill next time to cleanse her out. We'll work on this Leica just a little bit more there. We're going to go ahead and Tectonic Shift the Fen Yang, which was perfect. And let's go ahead and work on this Leica a little bit more. Well, that wasn't much in the way of working on him, but 1,500 damage is 1,500 damage, I suppose. We'll keep working on this Leica. The DOTs are nice. And hopefully we can get him low enough that the DOT... Well, no, we actually can't get him low enough because he's got the heal left over from Ariel. But we should still be able to take him out right here. And so that worked out nicely. On to the next fight. Victory! Okay, so for this next fight, we're facing Jeanne, Perna, Ritesh. And we're running out of immunity monsters, so Draco was the best immunity option I had remaining, and for that I'm going to use the Garo Speed Lead. Garo gives me the ability to try and stun. He's also a major damage dealer, and he ensures that my Draco goes first. The Poseidon is there to give me a little bit of extra crowd control. Ideally, I'm going to have at least this Perna dead before Jeanne ever really gets a shot to do anything to me. To that end, we're actually not going to stun the Ritesh. We are going to stun the Perna. And now we're going to try and steal everyone's attack bar. Unfortunately, we did not get the Ritesh attack bar, but that's okay. I still have my immunity up, and he lost his defense break, but we will be able to take the first life of this Perna. We'll just bop that a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and silence everybody so that the Jeanne still did not get her chance to provoke my full team. And hopefully we can drop this Perna now on the next turn before Jeanne gets to her provoke. So we'll go ahead and put our immunity back up. And Poseidon's going to be close back to his skill 3. We'll go ahead and drop this Perna. And let's see, although we have attribute disadvantage since Jeanne is still silenced, I'm going to try for a Despair Stun. Didn't get it. We'll go for the defense break. Didn't get that. Now we're going to go ahead and stun that Ritesh. Or not. Any attack bar steals? Maybe. Okay, we stole one attack bar. and we're slowly bringing down that Ritesh. Go ahead and put the silence up, or not. To be fair, it is a resistance lead, so you would expect to have some resistances. I think Poseidon's around 60% accuracy, so it would have been nice to do a little better than I did, but that's okay. The Ritesh is gone. Jeanne is hopefully not going to be able to proc enough to solo Garo, so even if she does kill the Poseidon, it shouldn't matter. We'll save our stun since we got the Despair stun. And one more stun. Hey, that was nice. All right, on to the next fight. So the Despair stuns kind of balanced out those resistances anyway. That was fair. Okay, so for this next fight, we're facing kind of an interesting defense. It's Tessarian, who's going to have defense break and will also give you Oblivion to block any immunities, excuse me, any passives. Triana, who's the death protection, and Khmun, who's the resurrector. I'm assuming that Elsharion is built a little bit tanky as well, but probably like a hybrid with some damage. So to get past the death protection, we're going to bring our Cameron, who's got multiple skill resets, including an AoE attack, which would hopefully, if it hits, increase the cooldown of all enemy skills by 1. So the idea here is that we're going to use a Jeer to steal I think I called him Khmun earlier, the Amarna. We're going to use a Jeer to steal Amarna's attack bar so that he can't attack our Cameron because of that element neutrality. Triana's going to go after a Jeer, and I've got Chasun in there to heal and also to tank. My Chasun is built in a very heavy defense build as well. No violent because I don't use her often, but for this fight, I'm hoping that it won't be necessary to get any violent procs. Because as long as I can get the Tessarian down quickly and control Amarna's attack bar, I should be fine. So we're going to go ahead and confiscate the Amarna attack bar. Or not. Maybe a resistance... Oh, well, it is a resistance lead, to be fair. And so we can't actually reset any skills right now, so we'll just pop this Tessarion. That was a very unfortunate sequence of procs. Because I think I am now going to be targeted. So, do I want to heal or add glancing? I think I want to add glancing. That's my best hope. But let's not add glancing instead. DOT? Nope. Too much damage. And there goes Cameron. Not looking good. So, since we've already popped the Triana, we'll go ahead and try and gain control of the primary damage dealer over here. Does not look like we're going to be able to kill it in time. And of course we'd have to kill it twice anyway because the Amarna would... let's go ahead and... the Amarna would resurrect it. So tried to add glancing, didn't work. That Amarna is just absolutely on fire with the procs and the resistance. Now we'll go ahead and heal a little bit, take some attack bar back. And we'll heal the rest of the way, get some attack buff. The sooner we can kill the Amarna, too late. So Triana does have her passive back, unfortunately, which means we're going to have to kill that Tessarian twice. And we didn't quite get it with the double hit. So there's another defense break, but this should hopefully kill it. And now we can heal back up and go after that Amarna again. If we can get a confiscate at some point on this Amarna, we might still be okay. There's no real attack bar to buff up there, so I'll just try and add a glancing. No go. But at least he missed the brand. That was nice. And the multi-proc Triana means she's back to her passive, but we're still going to need to go for the Amarna at this point. And just try and kill it through the passive. This should proc the passive. Not quite. Let's go ahead and add attack buff. We'll attack. We'll attack. Saving the attack heal. These procs are killing me. But now we can actually use our Fallen Blossoms and pop the passive first time. Popped it and got the kill. Okay. All right, we survived that. That did not work exactly how it was designed or anywhere near how it was designed. And it might have been a poor design, to be honest. I was out of immunity monsters and I was trying to work out something because this was the final defense in this base and I wanted to take this base. So to be fair, it might not have been the best design. Also, to be fair, this fight could go on for a few hours now. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and auto. Glancing and still lands the sleep. Okay, so we got that. We got that base down. On to the next fight. Okay, for this last fight, we're in a 4-star base against a Galleon, Jeanne, and Clara. And so we're going to bring in, the Clara is most likely not on a damage dealing build. She's there for the stun and control. Again, with the defense break of a Galleon, she can do some damage, I'm quite sure, but I don't think she's going to be able to do over 30k. So we're bringing in Arena to neutralize the Jeanne. Arena is max resistance, and she's 40k HP and 1300 defense. So I don't believe that the Jeanne's going to be able to kill the Arena. And what we're going to do is we're going in with our speed lead to match their speed lead, and then our Khmun and Birdie. Khmun's on a crit damage build, and we're going to try and take out the Clara before Galleon gets back to a second defense break, which will completely protect our Khmun and Bird. And then we'll go ahead and take out the Jeanne, who's usually really squishy. Be a little bit of a slower fight because there's no defense break on my side, but the idea is that the Jeanne is the primary damage dealer over there and should not be able to kill Rena. So there's the Clara. She did get a couple stuns. There's the Jeanne. We got the Rena passive up. And now we're going to go ahead and start trying to turn cycle here a little bit. That was actually a really nice counter. And we'll go ahead with a little bit more turn cycling. Oh, the Jeanne got her. That was a lucky proc, I'm not going to lie. Not proc, it was a counter. It's a lucky counter, not going to lie. But because the Jeanne is squishy, I think I'm okay now. I think. Wow, okay. I didn't think that Jeanne was going to be able to kill my Rena so easily. That was a lot of damage from that Jeanne. But 2-on-1 against Galleon, we should be okay. So, to be honest, I probably got kind of lucky here with the 2 Verd counters, especially that second Verd counter. But there you go. At least we finished out the siege with a win. It doesn't hurt to get a little bit of luck once in a while. That's why we put revenge runes on the monsters. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you for the next one. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, please pop that subscribe button over on the left. It shows me that you enjoyed the video, but more importantly, it shows me that you found the information useful and hopefully it helped you in your gameplay. So here's the deal. You pop subscribe and I'll keep popping out content. Thanks guys.